Anyway, let's talk about the GPU market and how the GPU market is apparently gonna get better. I don't believe it. I'll believe it when I see it. Like, we can buy GPUs. If we go to my local retailer right now, this is PC Case Gear. I always recommend them. Great business. If you're in Australia, just use PC Case Gear. There's a couple others that are really good, like Scorp Tech, but whatever. That's not the point. The point is GPUs. So GPUs have been like in stock for quite a while now. So can we even find anything on the Wait, what? Wasn't I just on the AMD side? Wait, what? Hold up. Someone re-roll the tapes there. Was I on the AMD side there, or was I on the Nvidia side? Why did it go to the Nvidia cards? I know I clicked AMD. Maybe I didn't. I don't know. On the AMD side, so we have one 6500 XT that is out of stock. We have one 6800 out of stock. Okay, let's go to the Nvidia side. Nvidia, and what do we have out of stock over here? We'll go price low to high. I'm very happy the GT 730 is not out of stock. Okay, these are not real cards. If any of these cards are out of stock, I literally don't care. Nobody in their right mind should ever be buying a fucking GT 730 or a GT 1030. These are not real GPUs. The GPU in your CPU is better than these. So, real cards. Let's have a look. Anything? 1650 is out of stock, or at least one of them. And we're seeing a couple. 3060 Ti out of stock. This 3060 Ti, this 3060 Ti, this one as well. But that still leaves this one, and okay. That still leaves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That still leaves 7 SKUs in stock. Here we go. 3070, so 1, 2, and the rest of them are all in stock. All of the 3070 Ti's look to be in stock, and then 3080, that one's out of stock, Okay, those ones are still, even there, not even, yeah, like, a couple of them are out of stock, but a good amount of them are still in stock. 3080 Ti, fucking hell, that's so much money. Wait, is there still one that's more expensive than my car? Okay, we have to go to the 3090 Ti to get into range of more expensive than my car, but those ones don't count because they're not they're not out yet. They're out in April, one day before my birthday. I'm not buying them, and I hope that nobody in my family buys me one because that's too much money. No one in my family has that much money to spend on fucking GPU. Anyway, 3090s. That one's out of stock. Only one of them's out of stock, and the rest of them are all in stock. So clearly, at least in the Australian market, and it seems to be the case in the American market as well, GPUs are, for the most part, in stock. Like, a couple of SKUs, if you're very particular about which card you want to buy, maybe you're going to have trouble. Maybe you're going to have trouble buying, like, a specific Wind Force card. Or is Wind Force still a thing? I don't know. That was a thing when I was growing up. But maybe you want to buy this tough gaming card. Maybe specific cards are out of stock, but Asus says it's reducing its MSRP aggressively for graphics cards across all SKUs. I'm very interested to see if this is actually going to lead to lower pricing. But unlike when, say, AMD or Nvidia sets MSRPs, this MSRP actually, maps somewhat to reality. AMD and Nvidia don't make cards. Nvidia does, sell cards that are Nvidia branded, but they don't actually make them. They always, send them out to a third party. So when they set an MSRP, it doesn't really mean anything. They can only say, this is what we think the price is going to be, but then you're going to have cards that have all of these extra things attached to them that are not going to be anywhere near that price, and if they were sold at that price, they would be sold at close to a loss. So, I do have some hope when Asus is saying this. I will believe it when I see it, though. I'm not going to get my hopes up. I want it to happen. So $5 then. No, shut up. We're aggressively slashing prices on GPUs on basically last gen tech at this point. Right, but like a lot of people are still running 1660s. Like the 1660, as we looked at last week, is still the most popular GPU on Steam. Anything that is cut right now is going to be better than a 1660. Scalpers might actually get an might actually just an excuse. I don't know what that means. I'm still thinking they'll be way higher. Yeah, that's the other thing. It's very likely they're still going to be higher than original pricing. And I don't think we're ever getting down to the original pricing we had. Like that, the days of that are completely gone. But if we can start seeing, you know, mid-range cards, like a 3060, no, 1660, a 3060 that is $400 in Australia or $500, not $700. I think that is a lot more reasonable, a lot more tolerable. People could actually build a good gaming system for, you know, under maybe $1,000 in Australia is rough, but under like 1,500 or 2,000. Right now, if you wanted to do that, you'd basically have to rely on either the second-hand market, which, depending on how the card was used, might be a little bit iffy, or you have to go and rely on integrated graphics, which, if you're on the AMD side, might not be the worst, to be completely honest, especially if you're going to fucking go with one of these instead. Don't buy these. Please don't buy these. I think, has LG did a video on why you shouldn't buy these? I want to say they did. If they, I'll check in a second, but just don't buy these. Anyway, due to the price hikes that happened during COVID and likely price hikes that are going to happen during the whole Russia-Ukraine thing, because, you know, natural resources and things. I have no idea what's going on with the situation. Is it still going? I've heard something about, like, talks are happening and maybe things are, like, slowly dying down, but I don't know if it's escalating or anything. Anyway, not the point. Supply chain disruptions always make things go up. And COVID is still going, as much as I want it to be over. So those increases in prices are still there and still not going to be what we absolutely want it to be, but I will accept prices that are like not ridiculous. I shouldn't be paying $700 for a mid-tier card. Like that's just absolutely insane. Like $700, you should be buying like a 3070 or a whatever the equivalent on the AMD side is. Like that's how much $700 should be getting you, not what it is today. Like it's just stupid. It's genuinely just stupid. And they're doing so because the new gen is taking the old MSRP spots. I am actually really curious how the new cards will be priced. What does this guy say? My take is that Nvidia is going to have a 25 to 30% bump in the MSRP to what the extremely expensive 2000 series was. If you recall, the 3000 series was sort of a redemption arc for them in terms of pricing performance. Of course, then the pandemic and second crypto boom happened and squashed them out. I think that's a fair assessment. I think we need to accept that the MSRPs that we were getting before, where we had, you know, $300 60 class cards, that's just not happening anymore. Maybe in like 2 or 3 years, possibly, but it's not happening anytime soon. And if you want to buy a GPU, basically, yeah, you're going to be stuck.